Welcome back, guys, to this Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories playthrough with me, your host, Bella Outright. And we're going to go ahead and continue where we left off. Last time we conquered Neverland, but we didn't quite conquer it. We didn't do the final area. We didn't go to the final room, I should say. And there was actually quite a few rooms we didn't complete. So I did want to complete those rooms. We're not going to be able to complete the reward room, though. So I want to complete those rooms, and I want to show you guys my, because I did farm about almost 3,000 Moogle points. So I lucked out and actually had a really easy time farming those points because what I set up here is actually really good for farming. So first is this room. These two things here that I just got orbs from was a really good source of Moogle points. And then when you go up here, this is usually a really good source of Moogle points. Then I got two more good sources of Moogle points in these two. So typically I was getting like a lot of really big Moogle points out of those. And we'll do it one more time. But that alone is like 5 sources of potential Moogle points. And I was getting it pretty frequently, like at least one time. I would always get like at least one big one, and sometimes I get like 3 big ones, 3 or 4. But sometimes this could be an enemy. That was the only thing. Out of all the times I farmed this room, I only got into a random battle where I only fought those barrels once. So this was pretty good. And then I could just run through here and do the same thing, really. And this was even better because this room didn't have any battles. So even if you hit like the barrels here, you wouldn't get a random battle, or you wouldn't get a barrel battle. And yeah, you see, you get a pretty good shot at getting the big ones. Right, and then these also give you Moogle points. So yeah, I had a pretty good route, and this isn't even the best part of it. This isn't even the best part of it. There's more chances up here. That's about it for that. And then this here, yeah, that was never a barrel battle. Okay, and then you got these here. And typically these would be okay. These weren't the best part of it though. This was the best part of it. This room here. So I just come in here, hit these 3, and then be done with it. Usually I run into here, do this, and run right back. This was actually a really good source of, this was my main source of Moogle points. But if I got bored, I could go in here and do similar things, just these 2. So I was getting really lucky too. I was getting frequent Moogle point drops like this. Very frequent. Alright, well, just showing you guys my route. Seeing if I can get some luck with it. And I did get a little bit of luck here and there. And yeah, that's 300, just showing you guys, just demonstrating it. So. And the way I was able to set that up was most of the cards I used were basically like I'll show you which ones. I didn't use that actually. I used this. I believe this is this room here. The room we're in is a Sleeping Darkness card. Matter of fact, what I can show you guys is, yeah, in the upper right hand corner, you see that it tells you what type of room you made. So this one's a Sleeping Darkness. The room before was a False Bounty. The room before that was a white room, which is why it was so large. And the room before that is the first room. So I made a lot of like bounty rooms and save rooms. This wasn't a lot of like fighting rooms, pretty much. So that's how I was able to do it. I made a lot of bounty rooms. I made a white room, which was large. So Neverland, Neverland's a great place to make a white room, bounty rooms, and to farm. And again, this room we're in is the Sleeping Darkness room, and we got 3 chests out of it. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be luck based, but it is a good source of movable points. So definitely try it. So we're just gonna go ahead and buy the rest of the card packs that this Moogle has. That's the only reason I did this. So we can get some good cards. Right. So we're just gonna buy the last of his mix packs. And we'll buy some sword packs too. Keyblade packs. That's really good. It's a really good pack. This is a really, really good pack. Man. I think my luck's turning around. Not bad. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna worry about the I'm not gonna worry about the other packs. So before we get started with the action part of the video, what I'm gonna do is check to make sure we're recording. What the heck was that? Yeah, I've had some trouble with the recording software, so just wanted to double check. I knew I was gonna get some big ones. Okay, so we're just gonna clear out the rest of the rooms. Maybe get some good stuff out of it too. I don't want to do another false bounty. Guess I can do one of these. Or I can't afford it. Yeah, I don't want to spend any good cards to do anything with. So I think I am going to just leave. I'm just going to leave. Because I don't want to use any more treasure cards. I hate to leave though. What can we do? Do I have a lot of these cards? Yeah, I do. Alright, hopefully the next one's like less than 8. So I really don't want to use up a bunch of treasure cards. Oh no. See, I hate when they roll near the fucking door. I really hate that. Okay, Tinkerbell, that's not horrible. Oh, of course you need a. All right, we've come this far. Let's just use it. Mobile room. No, I'm not using my 9 card. Ugh, I can use a 0 though. I think. Yeah. So not worth it. Oh, there we go. Nice. So yeah, I need to change that. Got a lot of clouds. What I want is shadow. And retain 1 HP after a critical hit. Huh. Can I? Yeah, I can. Right? Yeah. I'm gonna use the card soldier for a bit. Oops. That increased swing speed is kind of crazy. Wow. Premium room. Yeah, swing speed was pretty cool. I do like how your cards pretty much create a barrier, like your card values. Create a barrier around you so you could just like keep attacking whoever you're fighting. Like, you can never be mobbed as long as you have strong cards. Like that extended combo. Couldn't get to me. Getting a lot of Moogle rooms. I need more enemy cards actually. It's the first time I've actually wanted more enemy cards. Okay, well, I got a lot of Moogle rooms. That's fine. I got like one of each. Oh, it has to equal 2. Wasn't paying attention. Moogle room that has to equal 2. About that. I only got like one option really. Which is good. That was actually a good trade-off because instead of creating a room with a bunch of false treasure chests, I used it to create a room with one real treasure chest. And I got a thunder raid out of it. So I'm gonna actually... How many ice cards do I have? I like ice raid, but I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice one of these ice cards, probably this one, for a thunder card. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna take out the soldier too. As fun as that was a ton of fun. For another thunder card, maybe, perhaps. Yeah, we'll do that. Another ice card, why not? We'll just get that ice card back that we had. Actually, I have one of these too. Why not? And another ice card. Where's my shiny ice card? It's gotta be up there somewhere. Oh, is it already in the deck still? I never took it out. I took out the normal. Yeah, that's right. I took out the normal ice card. Alright, cool. Okay, so sorry that took so long. Just wanted to explore things a bit. But we're right at the end, so. Wow. Cool. Yeah, sometimes you could just get that lucky. That was happening to me when I was doing it off camera. Just getting a CSC. Just getting a bunch more Moogle points. Alright. Okay, that's not bad. Where's Riku? Thought he'd be here waiting for us. Guess he finally got fighting out of his system. I sure hope so. Maybe Riku doesn't want to fight with you anymore. Careful. You never know where Riku might be hiding. What? I don't know if Riku was ever functioned like that, just attacking out of nowhere. Now what, Vexen? I forgot what her voice was specifically. Now what, Vexen? Looks like your little toy isn't taking orders anymore. Now, Larxene, shouldn't we give Vexen the benefit of the doubt? Riku could be hiding as part of some elaborate plan to lure. That wasn't his voice. It was more. I was trying to get him to sound like Raiden. I kind of lost it. It's been a couple hours since I played. Like maybe 6 hours or so. Riku could be hiding as part of some elaborate plan to lure Sora. See, that sounds a bit too old. Riku could be hiding as part of some elaborate plan to lure Sora deeper into the castle. Oh, of course. Why didn't I see it before? Terribly sorry, Vexy. She was a bit more playful. Guess I'm used to you and your research being more funny than formidable. Guess I'm just used to you and your research being more funny than formidable. Hold your tongue. He was like... He had a deep voice. But it was like scientific. Hold your tongue. Ah, are you soaking? You're so half-baked. You're hardly one to talk, you conniving little... That's what it was. That will do. Maluxia. This is a lady? Another lady? That's a guy. I'll give him the shouty voice I just gave him. Was this the guy that was fucking with us earlier? Your project has failed, Vexen. Do not disappoint us again. Disappoint you? You presume too much, number 11. I'm number 4, and I will not stand for your snide remarks. Yes, you will. This castle and the girl nominee have been entrusted to me. Defy me and you defy the organization. Unless I'm mistaken, treason is a capital crime. This is absurd. In the name of the organization, I pronounce your project a failure. This lapse must be reported to the superior. No, please, don't. I beg of you. That's not his voice either. No, please don't. I beg of you, please leave him out of this. I will, but under one condition. What condition? You must eliminate Sora personally. Eliminate him. Eliminate him. You refuse? No, I mean, but why would you want to do that? Just do it. He'll really do it, you know. He's got no choice. Neither do we. What to do? Your hero is soon to be wiped from existence. But he made a promise to you, didn't he? Isn't that right, Namine? Yes. It's easy to do one character. Doing a bunch of characters, it's kind of... Alright. The 10th floor already. We've come a long way. And we've lost 10 floors. And we've lost 10 floors worth of memories. Sora, it's not too late. We should turn back. No, I can't do that. That would be breaking my promise. Promise? What promise is that? When we were little, I made a promise to Namine. I told her I'd always keep her safe, no matter what. But I didn't remember until I started getting everything else. Oh. But I didn't remember until I started forgetting everything else. I can't believe I forgot something that important. But I can still make up for it now. From now on, I'm keeping my promise. Okay, Sora. Okay, Sora. We understand. Don't touch the stairs. If you remember your promise to Namine, then you must still have your important memories. Special promises like yours are meant to be kept. Let's see if we can do something better with Goofy's voice. I feel like it's a little too robotic. I'm trying to do Vader, but we can add some more humanity to it, I think. If you remember your promise to Namine, then you must still have your important memories. I think it's slightly better. Not too much better. Alright, let me check the time one more time. If it's like 30 minutes, we'll separate it here. Split it here. 25, that's fine. We'll split it here. So appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for taking time to like these videos and watch them, and subscribe to the channel. Definitely have a great day, guys. Till next time, peace. Alright guys, I actually decided to continue and to basically do some journal entries because the episode was a bit short. Because we have a lot of journal entries stacking up, and we can actually now take the time to go through them. So I do like to go through the journals in these games, and I know that that's not the best, most interesting content, but just for a bit of extra content, we can go through these and check them out. So we did have a lot of new Heartless from the Neverland, so we're just going to read about those. Air Pirate, a winged Heartless that mostly sticks to Neverland. It's not armed, but it doesn't need to be. The Air Pirate deals a brutal punch right after its fist flashes. So I would have known that if I actually took the time to read about him. And I think we passed. Did we pass anybody? No. So there, only one I'm missing is there's another Neverland Pirate that I checked out. Where's the other Neverland Pirate? Is he just called Pirate? Yeah, Pirate. Pirate, a Heartless that mostly sticks to Neverland, a skilled swordsman. The pirate can knock his enemy out cold and then finish them off with a vicious combo. If his sword flashes, watch out. So yeah, they're mentioning how it stuns you basically. You guys saw that a few episodes ago when I was trapped in the middle of a group of those guys, and they just stun locked me pretty much. Till I got lucky and got a good card to block him. So a thing we haven't done, oops, and we'll save the card index for next time. The thing we haven't done is go through these characters, and we have quite a lot of these. I don't even know if I want to read all these characters. But you know what? We're gonna do it anyway, cause I'm stupid. All right, we got Alice, a curious girl who fell down a rabbit hole into Wonderland. Alice was falsely accused of stealing the Queen of Hearts' memories and put her on trial. But we intervened and helped her clear her name. We got the Queen of Hearts, a selfish ruler who commands an army of cart soldiers. A selfish ruler who commands an army of cart soldiers. A heartless queen. A Heartless stole the queen's memory, but she accused Alice and put her on trial. Got the White Rabbit, a loyal retainer of the Queen of Hearts. He always carries out the queen's orders, no matter what they may be. He looks pretty interesting with that little. We got the Card of Hearts. Cards in the service of the Queen of Hearts. They fear her temper and will do anything she orders. They have lances. And what suit is? I mean, he's a heart, but is he an ace? Looks like he's an ace. Then we got the card of spades. Cards in the service of the Queen of Hearts. They fear her temper and will do anything she orders. And they have the spade axe, which is, the shape is weird. The shape is really weird. It doesn't even look like a spade, really. Looks like an anchor. The Cheshire Cat, a mysterious grinning cat who always talks in riddles. He appears when you least expect it and disappears whenever he pleases. We got Hercules, son of the gods Zeus and Hera, but not a god himself, which is strange because in Greek mythology, I believe his mother is a human. I could be wrong about that, but I believe in Greek mythology, Hercules is half god, half human. But in the movie, he's also half god, but he's the son of two gods, which is weird. With godlike strength and a gentle heart, Hercules is a true hero. He has never lost at the Colosseum Games. Cloud almost beat him. They kind of stalemated, I think. Philoctetes, trainer of countless heroes, including Hercules. Nowadays, Phil runs the Colosseum and manages the games, or as he calls them, the games. We got Hades, probably my favorite Disney villain. Ruler of the underworld, Hades can't stand Hercules. He tricked Cloud into challenging Hercules to the death, but we put an end to his plotting. Hades is cool. And Aladdin, my favorite Disney hero. A young man who lives in Agrabah and dreams of meeting Princess Jasmine. Aladdin became Genie's master when he found the magic lamp. At first, Aladdin wanted to become a prince and impress Jasmine, but in the end, he gave Genie his freedom and decided to show Jasmine his true self. Got Genie, captive of the magic lamp. Genie must grant the lamp's holder 3 wishes. He longs for freedom, but can only get it if someone uses a wish to set him free. So I wonder Genie's origin. I wonder if Genie was once a human. or if he's always been a magical creature. Jasmine, Princess of Aggrabah. Jasmine feels cooped up in the palace and longs for the freedom outside its walls. Very similar to Genie, actually. Both just want freedom. Everybody just wants freedom. Aladdin wants love. Iago, a cunning and chatty parrot. Iago flies about Aggrabah, serving as Jafar's eyes and ears. Serving as the evil Jafar's eyes and ears. Jafar, my second favorite villain. Look at those Piccolo shoulder pads and Piccolo cape. It's probably in the turban too. It's probably why I like Piccolo, because I always like Jafar. Jafar, a sorcerer and Agrabah's royal vizier. Jafar stole the magic lamp from Aladdin with the genie's power. And with the genie's power, schemed to become ruler of Aggrabah. He even has the obi sash, or as I call it, the cummerbund, and the pointy shoes, very similar to Piccolo. So I don't know if I like Piccolo because I like Jafar, or if I just like that style of clothes, and that's why I like them both. And we got Jafar's genie form. After taking the magic lamp from Aladdin, Jafar wished for the powers of a genie and tried to do us in. And remember, this is Gemini writing these. Entries. We got Jack, Halloweentown's master of macabre. Jack is always looking for new ways to bring the spooks and shivers to Halloween to all. So I pronounce that in a very French way, but I will pronounce it as it looks, because I tend to hate things that are pronounced in ways they don't look. So Halloweentown's master of the macabre. We got Sally, Dr. Finkelstein's helper at the lab. He created her from various odds and ends, which is hilarious. Sally is secretly in love with Jack, and as you can see on her model, she's like a patchwork. Her dress is patchwork, so is her body. Got Dr. Finkelstein, the mad scientist of Halloweentown. He's always immersed in his odd experiments. This time, Dr. Finkelstein came up with a potion to restore true memories, only to have it guzzled by Oogie Boogie. We got Oogie Boogie, a villain who's always plotting against Jack. Oogie Boogie stole Dr. Finkelstein's potion, thinking it would make him stronger, but it drove him mad with fear instead. Pinocchio, a wooden puppet Geppetto made, brought to life by the Blue Fairy. To become a real boy, Pinocchio has to learn bravery, kindness, and honesty. He and Geppetto were swallowed by Monstro, but they escaped with a little help from us. Got Geppetto, a gentle and earnest clockmaker who carved Pinocchio from a block of wood. Geppetto was swallowed by Monstro, bow and all, while searching for Pinocchio. The two were reunited inside the giant whale and escaped with our help. That used to be one of my favorite Disney movies. Last time I watched it was when I was really, really young. Like, I probably wasn't even like 8 yet. Ariel, the daughter of King Triton who longs to see the outside world. Worried by Flounder's disappearance, Ariel was cajoled by Ursula into forking over the king's trident. Oh, the puns. Puns are beautiful. We help Ariel save Flounder and recover the trident, and she resolved to tell her father the truth. Sebastian, Triton's music director in Ariel's garden. Sebastian is constantly scolding Ariel for her escapades, but only because he worries for her safety. Flounder, a young fish. He's not exactly brave, but Flounder is Ariel's most loyal friend. Ursula kidnapped Flounder as part of her plan to attack Ariel and steal the trident. And has he been in any Finding Nemo movies? If not, it's a cameo that should have happened a long time ago. We've got Ursula, the sea witch. She once lived in the palace but was banished for her scheming. Ursula deceived Ariel and stole the trident in an attempt to rule all Atlantica. So they're always witches, these Disney villains. Peter Pan, a boy who lives in Neverland where no one ever grows up. Peter can be stubborn, but deep down he's brave and just. He was upset that Wendy wanted to return to London, but in the end he wished her well. And these things with the story become unlocked the more you complete the story. So it starts off, you get that first paragraph. As the story commences, you get the second paragraph, and as the story commences further, you get the final paragraph. Now I think it's is probably in accordance to the keys we get, like the key of beginnings, the key of blah blah blah, and the final key of blah 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 in the worlds. We got Tinkerbell, a fairy with the jealous streak, especially when Peter pays attention to other girls. We got Wendy, a dreamy English girl. Peter showed her the way to Neverland. Wendy really likes Peter, but decided to return home to London. Got Hook, a pirate who holds a grudge against Peter Pan. Hook kidnapped Wendy to lure Peter out. Normally proud, Hook falls into pieces the moment the crocodile that took his hand shows up. That crocodile is creepy as hell, so I understand. We got Winnie the Pooh, a bear who lives in the base of a tree in the 100-acre wood. Pooh loves to eat, especially honey. He's gentle and easygoing, but a little absent-minded. Like that about Pooh. We got Piglet, Pooh's closest friend. Piglet is very shy, and when he's surprised, he covers his eyes with his flappy ears. We got Owl, the wisest animal in the 100-acre wood. Sometimes he talks so much his friends fall asleep. Got Roo, a feisty kangaroo who's full of energy. Little Roo wants to learn to bounce as high as Tigger. And Roo is like the most recent addition to the Winnie the Pooh lore. I think he was created like when I was younger. Originally, the Pooh stuff didn't have Roo until until a movie came out, but I could be wrong about that. We got Eeyore, a gloomy donkey whose tail keeps falling off and getting lost. Eeyore is timid and always a little down and likes to take things slow. Probably my second favorite character in the Pooh-verse, behind Pooh himself. We got Tigger, the one and only cheerful tiger, loves to bounce all day long. Sometimes his energy is too much for the others, but he always means well. Yeah, Tigger's like always like a kid's favorite, most kids' favorite. At least most boys like Tigger. I probably was no different. But as you grow up, Tigger seems to be very annoying. We got Rabbit, a diligent gardener who's always busy with his vegetables. Sometimes Rabbit is a bit short-tempered, especially when Tigger bounces around in his garden. Tigger's an asshole. Alright, that's it for the characters. We finally cleared that out. We'll start to clear out the story next. Oh, it's 3 of them now. Oh no, and we got the different places. Alright, we'll check out the first. I don't know. That's kind of long. When we chased after the White Rabbit, we stumbled upon a trial in progress. The Queen of Hearts accused Alice of stealing her memories and sentenced her to death, angered by the shoddy trial. Sora freed Alice and hunted down the real culprit. But even after we bested the Trickmaster, the Queen refused to believe that Alice was innocent. Fortunately, Alice's quick thinking pacified the Queen, and no one had to lose their head. Am I crazy enough to read all these? Am I crazy enough? I suppose so. Olympus Coliseum. Sora wanted to take on Hercules, so we all decided to compete in the games. Hades, frantic to dispose of Hercules, hired Cloud to take him out. Cloud cooperated, thinking he would get his lost memories back, but not even Cloud could beat Hercules. Hades stepped in to finish the job, but we put his plans on ice. So he did hurt Hercules, though. He didn't beat him. He probably wouldn't have beat him because he was on his knees and Hercules was still standing. But Hercules was hurt enough to where Hades could finish him off if Sora didn't intervene. So that's how I interpreted that fight too. So I think Hercules was on his way to handily beating Cloud, but he would have taken quite a bit. Well, he had already taken quite a bit of damage, and he probably would have taken a bit more. So I don't know. He's stronger than Cloud, but Cloud is not a weakling compared to him, at the very least. All right, we got Aggrabah, and a cool thing too is that this tells you the order you should be completing these levels in. So it should have been Wonderland, Olympus, Aggrabah, Halloweentown, Monstro, then Atlantica, then Neverland. Neverland's only difficult because of that damn Hook boss. If it wasn't for Hook, I would put Atlantica over Neverland. But anyway, But I'm a bit annoyed because my three favorite stages here are considered pretty weak by the game standards. Okay, Aggrabah. 1 second. Okay, Aggrabah. Aladdin brought the magic lamp back from the Cave of Wonders, which we didn't get to do. I actually wanted to do some of that, hoping for a chance to meet Princess Jasmine. Princess of Aggrabah. Inside the lamp was Genie, who would grant 3 wishes to the lamp's bearer. Aladdin hoped to become a prince so he could see Jasmine whenever he wanted, but he used 2 wishes battling the Heartless, and then Jafar stole the lamp. Jafar turned into a genie, but we defeated him and Aladdin got the lamp back. Instead of becoming a prince, Aladdin used his last wish to set Genie free, and decided he wanted Jasmine to know him as he really is. And the story ended with Aladdin not getting the princess because he was just a street rat. At least in reality it would have been like that, unfortunately. Okay, we got Halloweentown. Dr. Finkelstein invented a potion that restores true memories, but it drew the Heartless to Halloweentown. Intrigued, Sora went with Jack to look for Sally, who had nabbed the potion because she was scared of what it could do. Oogie Boogie swiped the potion and downed it in a single gulp. But his true memories drove him mad with fear. What if true memories do that to everyone's heart? Scary. Got Monstro. Geppetto went out looking for Pinocchio and was swallowed up by the whale Monstro. Finding Pinocchio inside filled him with joy. but Pinocchio felt bad about running away from home and putting his father in danger, so he set off to find a way out of Monstro. After a run-in with the big Heartless, Pinocchio had a great idea. Why not make a commotion and get Monstro to spit us out? With our help, the plan worked, and Pinocchio and Geppetto escaped safely. Alright, Atlantica. Ariel, Princess of Atlantica, which I like. I love the name Atlantica. That's pretty good. A Princess of Atlantica was worried about her little friend Flounder, who was nowhere to be found. So he was lost and found her. The sea witch Ursula told Ariel Flounder was trapped in the outside world, and King Triton's trident was the only way to save him. Ariel was so worried she stole the trident for Ursula, but it was all a trick. Ariel had Flounder all along, or Ursula had Flounder all along. With the trident's power, Ursula became a giant, but we stopped her, and Ariel resolved to apologize to her father, the king. Which they definitely, I wonder if this plot took place instead of the movie's plot, or if this was after or before the movie's plot. I would guess this is a separate plot from the movie that took place before it. This almost makes it seem like it took place in, well, no, it couldn't have took place before the movie because the similar events to the movie would have played out. So yeah, I think this was actually instead of the movie's plot, which is better because she isn't doing all this stuff for like love at first sight. Alright, and we got Neverland. Peter Pan stowed away on Captain Hook's ship to save the kidnapped Wendy. This sentence could be a lot funnier if you replace Hook with Jay's, because where I'm from, Captain Jay's is a popular chicken restaurant, and then you got Wendy is another restaurant, of course a national restaurant. Anyway, sorry about that. But no sooner had she been saved that Wendy told Peter she wanted to go home to London. Will Wendy grow up and forget about him in Neverland? Peter didn't like that one bit and left in a huff, after saying, "You can save yourself." Which, yeah, damn. Meanwhile, we were just trying to get off the ship. Hook caught us on the deck, but Peter came back and bailed us out. In the end, Peter and Wendy said their farewells, but promised to meet again one day. Got the 100-acre wood. Pooh seemed to have lost his friend, so Sora stepped up. So Sora stopped to help him look. Maybe Sora saw something of himself in Pooh, since he's looking for his friends too. So they kept that one simple, thank goodness. Okay, so that's all that. And we got Sora's tail. Okay, so this is the main story here. So we'll read this to get a good idea on what's been happening in this story, because excuse me. Yeah, because quite a bit's been happening. And some of the details I might have missed. So maybe some of the details that I might have missed are in this journal entry. So let's check it out. Our friends may be here. It was that thought that led us to Castle Oblivion, where cards rule over all. I already like this, actually. A mysterious man gave Sora a card, and using it took us to the Traverse Town of all places. It turned out the town was just a fragment of our own remembrances, the first world of many that lie in Sora's heart. I like that word, the use of lie there. It could be very ambiguous. Oh, this is sick. This story is sick. The wordplay is sick. I love it. So our journey through these worlds begins. That's the first. That wasn't that bad, actually. Sora's Tale 2. Remember, Jiminy is writing these. Seems that we're slowly losing our memories of what happened before the castle. And all my notes about the last journey have vanished. But in exchange, Sora is remembering other things he must have forgotten until now. Like a girl he knew when he was little. While fighting Larxene, Sora finally remembered that girl's name. Naminé. So I could be reading these in Jiminy's voice, the voice that I've assigned to Jiminy, but I think it's a lot better to read them in a more subdued fashion. So instead of a southern gentleman, the subdued fashion gives it a bit more gravitas, I think. So we'll continue. Sora's Tale 3. Sora pressed on in his search for Naminé, and can you believe it? He found Riku, his best friend, whom we thought was lost. Sora was so happy, but Riku attacked him just like that, saying, "I'll protect Naminé." What could he mean? Will something happen if Sora finds Naminé? Sora is chasing after Riku and the answers. These three were really good. I can't wait to see the Sora's Tale 4. So only other thing we got Hollow Bastion, and maybe it looks like 3 other worlds. So I wonder is likely the Beauty and the Beast world is here. I'm wondering if Tarzan is here. I don't think Tarzan is here, but highly likely Beauty and the Beast was actually in Hollow Bastion. So what could these be actually? What could these be? Huh. I wonder, are there some worlds from Kingdom Hearts 2 in here? Interesting. But anyway, that was that, and I'm going to save the card index for the future. So, appreciate you guys for watching. Till next time, guys. Take care. Peace.